And once again, we welcome you back into the auxiliary gymnasium here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium on the campus of Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke, glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network. We have the final game in the preliminary rounds of this third annual Collinsville Kiwanis Girls Basketball Classic. As game number 5 in the books saw Hazelwood West defeat Riverview Gardens by a score of 61-45 as we get you set for this next matchup between the Cahokia Comanches and the Desoto Dragons. So the championship game is set for tomorrow night at 7:30. We knew that last night between Collinsville and Greenville, the only two teams that have not lost a game here in this tournament. Collinsville 2-0, Greenville 2-0, and Cahokia and Desoto come in at 0-1. They both lost to Greenville in earlier rounds. It was Greenville defeating Desoto 68-23 last night in the late game, and then Greenville defeated Cahokia 56-25 in the very first game of this tournament back at the 6 o'clock game on Tuesday night. And that is Pool B. Pool A is already decided. Collinsville's in the championship game, as we told you, against Greenville tomorrow night at 7:30. The third place game already has one participant. That is Hazelwood West. The winner of this game between Desoto and Cahokia will play Hazelwood West tomorrow at 6 o'clock on the main gym floor, and we'll have that game for you. We'll have the 6 o'clock and the 7:30 game. The loser of this game between Desoto and Cahokia will take on Riverview Gardens right here on the auxiliary gym floor tomorrow at 6 o'clock. So we have two games at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. We can only do one game for you, so of course we'll do the games on the main floor. The main floor was used tonight by the Kahok wrestling team as they defeated East St. Louis 63-11. So congratulations to the Kahok wrestlers in that endeavor. Here we have Cahokia and Desoto. Cahokia 3-6 on the year, 2-3 in the South 7 Conference, while Desoto comes in at 9-7. They are 1-1 in the Jefferson County Large School Conference. And for Desoto, they're averaging 43.9 points per game while giving up 45.3, so they're giving up just a little bit more in what they're putting in. And for Cahokia, a little bit more on the lopsided side as the Comanches are scoring an average of 48.3 a game, but giving up 54.9. Cahokia won 2 in a row to start their season. Since then, only one more win. That was a 53-50 victory over Centralia just about 7 days ago, 1 week ago, as a matter of fact, from this very day. For Desoto, they lost 4 of their last 5 games right after winning 5 in a row, and that included the championship game at the Orchard Farm tournament in mid-December. So Desoto trying to climb back in and take place in the third place game tomorrow. How did Desoto get here? Well, we already told that a little bit. They lost to Greenville last night 68-23, and this is their second game in the tournament, so they have to win this one to move on to the third place game. That'll be at 6 o'clock tomorrow night for Cahokia. They lost to Greenville in the first game of this tournament, 56-25, so this is just their second game in this tournament as well. Starting lineups, I don't know. We'll all find that out together here in just a moment because we're in the auxiliary gym. There is no loudspeaker system, so we will not have the introduction of the lineups, and we will not have a national anthem as well. So as soon as the two teams get over to their benches and start taking off their warm-ups, we'll be able to tell you who exactly is starting. And it looks as if we may have some different girls starting here for Cahokia than the first game. I wrote down my lineup card by the starters of the first game that they had, but looks like we are going to have some different ones here. I see Shardasia Sheard is out there. Looks like also Asia Herring, who did not start in the first game. Sheard did. Also on the floor is Deviana Jennings. Tarkia Wells. And Destiny Roberson. Still awaiting the other girl. They have green shirts on no matter what way you look at it. Looks like we have Kendall Boyer, kind of figured as much. Kaylee Hartman, if they're going with the original starters, we should see it out there. Kristen Keith, Caitlin McGinnity, looking for her number. Yes, she's out there. And Rose Thomas, who is in the center circle and wins the opening tip-off for her and her team. And bringing the ball up is Kendall Boyer, and Boyer off the glass, can't get it to go, and the rebound was shoved down right into the hands of the Comanches, and the Comanches bring it up, and just like that, it is Destiny Robertson who gets the scoring started. So DeSoto brings the ball up court. You see the scoreboard up in the top corner, left-hand side of the screen. We are going to use it, but we are not going to use it as we go along here because we're in the auxiliary gym. There's just not a lot of room to move, and I would have to kind of sit on the ground and face the opposite direction. Pretty sure you would like me to tell you about the game, so we'll update the scoreboard at the end of every quarter. Right now, Cahokia up 2-0, and they have the ball. Here is Herring. She dumps it off on the outside wing to Sheard, and Sheard then rides baseline and then gets pushed out of bounds by Kaylee Hartman, so Hartman will pick up the game's first foul. I believe. Yep, okay, making sure they put it up on the scoreboard. Inbound pass comes all the way out to the top of the key for Asia Herring. Her shot falls a little short, and that is a turnover for Cahokia, so they'll commit their first turnover. 2-0 in favor of Cahokia here early on as DeSoto brings the ball up court. Kristen Keith gets it up, and a little bit too hard of a shot there taken by Kendall Boyer. The rebound belongs to the Comanches. They bring the ball up court, and on the run is Wells, and Wells for 2 points will give her team a 4-point lead. 1 minute into the start of this one as we welcome back into the fold Collinsville Lady Kahok head coach Lori Billy. What do you think about this game, Coach?
Interesting.
Yeah?
Interesting. Very interesting.
Get your speaker up.
We got it up? Okay,
yeah.
There we go. I kind of thought, again, it would be a pretty good matchup. Two different styles completely, but good matchup. Got some size inside for DeSoto, and you got some size inside for Cahokia, just different styles of size and strength. Be interesting.
Well, we have our first free throw participant, and it looks like Daviana Jennings will be at the free throw line. Foul is on Kendall Boyer. That's her first, team second. And good on the first end for Jennings. Jennings waiting for one of the DeSoto girls to tie her shoe. Jennings, 58.3 from the free throw line this year for her team. And second one scoops right out, but the rebound put back up. Still didn't fall in, though, for Destiny Roberson. Second rebound belongs to DeSoto. And now they're trying to break that full court press being put on here by Cahokia.
It's interesting pressure from Cahokia.
It is, and they do break it. It was very eventful, but it didn't last very long as DeSoto turns the ball over. And here comes Wells. She'll take the shot from underneath the basket. No good. Rebound put back up and in by Jennings. Cahokia right now just kind of outplaying DeSoto here early on.
Like I said, the pressure.
Well, and
pressure affects you.
Yeah, and DeSoto, that's the second time that they've been up close and can't get one to fall in.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, I know you do. Here's Wells for Cahokia. She puts it over onto the far side now for Herring. Back to Wells. Wells will dribble and drive over to the right side, and over it goes to Sheard, but Sheard travels. 7-2 in favor of Cahokia. 5:42 left to play here in this opening quarter. Pass comes up to Thomas. Thomas gets caught and then gets rid of it by a pass to McGinnity. Caitlin McGinnity being pressured out front by Sheard, and over the head pass out to the wing for Keith, and Keith goes over to the far side sideline where she gives it back up to Boyer. Now a bounce pass that went right off of the neck, right off of the legs of Thomas.
Good idea. That's where you should go. Just didn't work out.
Third turnover for DeSoto. Cahokia will bring the ball up. 5:15 left to play here in this opening quarter. Here is Wells. Wells will jump it off to Herring. Herring in front of the DeSoto bench takes it in. from the left wing, loses control of the ball, and it's picked up by DeSoto's Caitlin McGinnity. Third turnover now for Cahokia, each team with 3. 3 minutes gone here in this first quarter. Here's a pass over to Boyer. She'll just take a shot from there and overthrow everything. Rebound belongs to Thomas. She'll take the shot. No good. Rebound put back up. Still no good. This time the rebound belongs to Cahokia. Wells brings it back up.
It's frustrating as a coach to watch your team do that.
Wells cuts through the paint, and just when everybody thought she was going to go up for a shot, she dumps it off to Jennings, and Jennings takes care of the 2 points. 9-2 for Cahokia. Here is McGinnity. I wonder why my back is hurting. I'm not used to sitting for these games. I'm used to standing.
You're up to standing up.
Yeah, sitting on these hard benches here. My back's not liking it. Here is Hartman for DeSoto. She throws the ball away.
We call that angle, Todd. We call that angle. You got to take a couple dribbles down to this direction and be able to throw the ball inside to your post player.
Yeah, stand there and hold the ball over your head and then try one of those throws. Somebody's going to get in your way, and that's exactly what happened. So the pass was off angle and didn't make it to its destination. Here is Michaela Brownlee, who checks into the game. She gives the ball up to Sheard, and Sheard tries to cut through the lane. No good, and then a pass intended for someone on the baseline, but Robertson had it leave her hands and went out of bounds, and that's the 4th turnover for Cahokia. Trying to take advantage of DeSoto. They only have the 2 points that they got from Kendall Boyer earlier, and they haven't been able to get anything since. Here is a pass that was just destined to be picked off, but DeSoto got lucky there. Here's Hartman over on the far side. Those lob passes that stay up in the air forever, man. You're just waiting for somebody to camp out underneath it.
Yep, lollipops don't work.
Here is McGinnity. McGinnity over here onto the wing for Keith. She will travel. 5th turnover for DeSoto. They have 5 turnovers, 3 rebounds, and just 2 points.
Kids always wonder about that call, and they don't think it's a travel, but if they haven't established that foot, it is definitely a travel.
You know what bothered me in last night's game? Bria King being called for a travel while she was laying on her back, the ball in her gut. Obviously, she's not moving anywhere, and they call it a travel.
The problem was she lifted her foot.
Okay.
That's why.
I just never understood that call.
Yeah, it's a strange rule, but she lifted her foot, so that's why it was a travel.
One travel deserves another travel, and on that end, it was Michaela Brownlee who traveled and gives the ball back to DeSoto with 3:30 left to play here in this first quarter. And Madison Young into the game for DeSoto. Into the baseline for Boyer, and Boyer tries to go underneath, and she is mugged while she went up by Kayla Lacey.
Good example of knowing where you are on the floor. Put that ball on the floor to dribble, and then kind of dribbled into a position where you couldn't score, but she made the most of it and backed into her defender. So
Lacey picks up the first foul for herself and her team. At the free throw line, it is Kendall Boyer, and Boyer, a 69.6% free throw shooter on the year, hits the first one.
I got a message from my friend Michelle, who's a #1 Kahok supporter, and she said we're doing a great job.
Well,
we sound good.
Love to hear that. I'm sure she's talking about you, not me.
No. She said we should go national.
Okay, there we go. We'll see you on ESPN next week.
Take it on the road.
9-3 the score in favor of the Comanches. And now I don't know what that one was. I'm thinking it was supposed to be a 3-point shot from the corner, but that didn't even have enough juice on it, and it didn't even look like that Brownlee put enough arm action into it to get it very far. I don't know if she was trying to shoot it or pass it.
I'm not sure what that was.
There is Tatiana Tucker, who will inbound and do so to Wheaton. And Tucker will get it right back. Then she'll put up a 3-point shot that still falls short. And the rebound ends up out of bounds. Turnover by Cahokia. Inbound pass comes in from McGinnity to Keith, who gets it up to Young, who finds Boyer. Boyer back out front now for McGinnity. She flies through the lane, takes the shot, picks up her own rebound. And trying to get it back out, but got that ripped off. Got to take care of some technical difficulties here. What in the world?
Got some camera issues.
Yeah.
DeSoto's got the ball right now, and they're bringing it down the floor.
I don't know what happened there.
Good movement. Back to the top. Throwing it out of bounds. Another turnover for DeSoto.
Well, isn't that unfortunate? I think my Elgato video capture just went out. Huh. Unless my camera. Yeah, you got to watch out for this cord.
We still on, or we?
We are.
Okay.
The sound's still on, the picture's out. There we go.
Ah, good rebound. Kid goes right back up. Gets fouled in the process.
And I missed 2 points scored by Desoto. Would that be McGinnity?
I believe so, yes.
All right. And she's at the free throw line. 50% shooter from the free throw line this year for the 5'8" senior, Caitlin McGinnity.
They've kind of crawled back into it slowly.
Slowly, yeah. They were down 9-2, and they were stuck at 2 for a very long time. And they are, I'm guessing, fortunate that Cahokia didn't widen the lead just a little bit more. So McGinnity hits the end of her shot, makes it 9-6 with 1:35 left to play here in this first quarter. Out at the top of the key, Wheaton puts it up into the corner, three-point shot. That's good.
That's good. Wow.
That was
Nice
a big-time shot from Brownlee. 12-6.
Good
There's
feed
Desoto.
down the floor. Oh, she traveled.
Yep, she did again. I don't keep track of travels. I just keep track of turnovers, but I guarantee you that's probably at least the third or fourth travel for Desoto in this game.
Yeah, definitely. That's just a matter of collecting and being a little more under control.
Here is Cahokia driving,
Finger
flying,
roll.
and off the high glass for Tatiana Tucker. And it's 14-6. Here comes Desoto with the ball is Young. Into the backcourt it goes. Picked up by Keith on the run to Boyd. Three-point shot coming. It's the inside of the rim and comes back down for an easy rebound for Cahokia. And Tylisha Wheaton now into the paint. A loose ball. That's picked up by Young. And here comes Desoto. Here is Kristen Keith. Keith fires the ball up and gets it into the hands of Emily Smith.
Goodness.
Shot no good. Rebound belongs to Cahokia. They bring it back up again. 39 seconds left. They act like there's like 5 seconds left the way they're running back and forth.
Exactly.
Here is Tucker
And that's
front.
not the game that Desoto wants. They prefer a much calmer game, so they don't want to get into running up and down the floor against Cahokia.
Here is Sheard. Back at the, oh, she stepped over. Wouldn't pay attention to where she was. That back heel went right over that line.
Yes, it did.
14-6, 22.4 seconds left to play here in this opening quarter. McGinnity inbounding, crossed the way, and it misses everybody, and picking it up before it had a chance to go out of bounds was Brown for Cahokia. She takes it all the way, and the underhand layup wouldn't fall, and the rebound belongs to Desoto. They're starting to catch up in that category as well. Here is Kristen Keith trying to work her way around Brownlee. Up under to Boyer. Boyer off the glass. Good for two.
Move. Nice move. Nice post move.
And that's going to do it for quarter number one. 14-8 in favor of Cahokia. We'll take a break and come back and tell you about quarter number two in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
And we welcome you back into the Ox, the auxiliary gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. And when they started building some of these newer schools, they put in 2 gymnasiums like that, and that's always nice. Back in the old days, man, you had 1 gym and 1 gym only.
Well, that's all we had. And thanks to the referendum that was passed in, I think it was 04, they decided to add on the auditorium and this extra gym, and it's been just wonderful for us.
Yeah, because this wasn't here when I went to school.
No,
here.
it was not. It was not. It was finished in 06, I think.
Yeah, I graduated way back in 81. All right, kids, do the math. You'll figure out how old I am. Here's flying a drive through the lane, but nothing on the other end by Wheaton as she misses that one. Rebound belongs to Desoto, and the foul will belong.
No,
timeout called. All right.
Notice I didn't mention the year I graduated.
Yeah, I know.
Uh-huh.
Well, But you women don't do stuff like that, man.
That's right.
You guys don't let on any way, shape, or form how old you are.
Absolutely.
But I know, because I know when your birthday was.
That's true.
Right before my sister's. She was celebrating the same milestone.
Yes, she was.
Yeah. Let's
30 is wonderful.
Again, let's thank the City of Collinsville. You can check out the City of Collinsville's Facebook page for information on any events hosted by the city. And as usual, the City of Collinsville, a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and they wish all the district athletes in the Collinsville Unit 10 School District good luck in their sports endeavors. 7:42 left to play here in quarter number 2. Cahokia has a 6-point lead, 14-8. That's what it was after one quarter. You know, you're not going to pick it up. It's probably out of somebody's mouth.
I don't know that I'd pick it up.
I don't think so I would either. Here is Boyer.
Good lead pass.
Yeah, that was a
wow.
nice pass, but nothing doing on the other end for Emily Smith. And the ball out of bounds, put there by Cahokia. So the inbound pass for Boyer, 3-point shot, hits nothing. Oh, a little tic-tac-toe on the volleyball rebound pass, and back up and in it goes for Keith on the second try. 14-10. DeSoto is back to within 4.
I've always been impressed with DeSoto and the fan group they bring.
Yeah.
Traveling as far as they do, and they bring a good group of fans. It's nice to see.
I worked at a radio station in Farmington for 2 years and did some DeSoto games back in the day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We covered a lot of schools at that Farmington station.
I bet.
We had Park Hills Central and DeSoto and Farmington and Fredericktown and Arcadia Valley and Bismarck and you name it, we had it. We had like a couple of games of the week.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah. It was, except for you can't really get a flow. You can't get to know teams very well. And
exactly.
by the time I got to the fourth quarter, I had everybody's names and numbers down pat, and then it would be 5 weeks before I seen them again and had to start all over.
Have to start fresh.
Yeah. Underneath, baseline pass. Into the corner it goes. A dribble and drive by Bone. She shoots, but can't get it to go over. And then an over-the-back call coming against DeSoto.
DeSoto definitely looks a little more settled down this quarter already. You can see it.
Caitlin McGinnity picks up her first. Each team now with 3. I missed a couple on the Cahokia side, probably while I was trying to figure out what was going on with my camera. Here comes
take a nap.
Cahokia, that's what I did. Cahokia brings the ball up. That's Brownlee. Brownlee out to the top of the key for Wells. Back to Brownlee. 3-point shot from the wing. That one seems like we've had a lot of air balls on these 3-point shots here tonight.
A little flat-footed there, too.
Yeah. Here is Herring over to Wells. Wells dribbles and drives into the paint. Free throw line. Dumps it off, but a travel. You know why she traveled? Because Kendall Boyer got her hand on the ball, caused her to go back down and move her feet.
Yep. Like I said, I think they're settling down a little bit.
Here is Boyer. Boyer gets the ball out.
Oh, I saw it too, kiddo, but it might have been a little late.
Yeah, another man, there's been a lot of travels in this game. 6:17 left to play here in this first half. Zach Roseman is back from the Scholastic Bowl. He's going to man the scoreboard now. So we have somebody to update our scoreboard for us. There's a ball tipped, and that was a nice save by Boyer. That ball hit 3 different hands, and Boyer stayed with it the whole way. Here is Sarah Bone. She gets it up to McGinnity, and that's knocked out of bounds by Destiny Robertson for Cahokia. 14-10, and it was 14-8 after 1 quarter. So we've played 2 minutes, and DeSoto's the only one that has scored so far, so they've picked it up defensively for sure.
Yes, they have.
Rebound belongs to Cahokia. Comanches bring it up. Here is Wells, and Wells just bowls over McGinnity, and
she got caught in the face.
Yeah. They call that against McGinnity? They call her for a blocking foul?
I think they did.
Wow.
She caught a shoulder right in the jaw.
We've had a couple of shots to the chops here in these first 2 games.
Yes, we have.
Baseline, scrumble for the ball. Scrumble, I just made up that word. Scrumble.
I like a scrumble.
This is between a scrum and a rumble. Inbound pass coming in from McGinnity to Bone, and now a pass that was intended for Thomas, and Boyer at the end, shoved aside. Nice defensive play by Jennings. Jennings knocked it out of bounds, so Desoto gets to keep. McGinnity will inbound underneath of her own basket. On the run, through the lane was Bone, but McGinnity gets the loose ball, kicks it back out to the top of the tee for Keith. Her three-point shot does everything but go in. Rebound for Boyer.
Oh, goodness.
She puts it up. It still won't go in. Now a whistle will give us a foul. That one is going to go against Herring, her first, team fourth, each team with 4. Here's McGinnity, free throw line, takes the shot, almost got it to fall, considering that it was from an off balance and an off angle. That was almost impressive.
She gives up her body a lot. She's just going to go hard.
There's a shot from the far corner and a rebound picked up by Herring, who took the shot. And into the lane, Brownlee takes a shot, won't go, rebound, put back up and in by Jennings. 16-10 in favor of Cahokia. There is Boyer, from the free throw line. Yep, and I think that ball was partially tipped and never did make it. So the loose ball belongs to Cahokia. Here's Wells off the glass for 2. Her 4th point.
On a little run. What do we got?
18-10 our score in favor of Cahokia. Player exchange. Not really sure.
No, something happened.
Yeah, I saw the referee do the head tap thing, so a referee timeout. Not really sure why.
I don't know. We got something going on.
I don't know.
We got what?
Oh.
Oh.
Somebody got sick on the floor.
I got to take care of that.
You go take care of that. We will set us up for a commercial there, Zach. Zach Roseman's going to set up. I don't care which one. Just as long as it's not a pregame sponsor, we're good. And we'll be back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their 2nd year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Call 855-9100 or online, sloanspubhouse.com. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
And we welcome you back into the auxiliary gym here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. We are still waiting for somebody to come in, clean up the mess on the floor. So instead of playing a bunch of commercials, we're just going to keep it right here, and we'll just turn down the sound, and when we're back to action, we'll let you know. Back here at the auxiliary gymnasium after our brief, well, it wasn't really a brief timeout, was it?
No, it was a little more than brief.
Yeah. We had to call out the hazmat unit.
Yes, we did.
4:36 is what we have left here in this first half. And it's 18-10 in favor of Cahokia. Desoto with the ball. It is Kendall Boyer. Boyer over to this side to Keith, and now to Bone. Sarah Bone bounces it into the paint. Ball on the ground, and a jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of Cahokia. So the Comanches will get the ball back. Here is Tarkia Wells to inbound. She will do so to Brownlee. Brownlee will give it back to Wells, and Wells will give it back to Brownlee. Now Brownlee moves, top of the key, over into the corner for Wells. Three-point shot on the way. Falls a little bit short. Rebound, jump ball called. This time, obviously, possession arrow in favor of Desoto. We saw a bunch of three-point shots in that last matchup. We saw 50 three-point shots in that game.
I wondered how many there were.
Yeah.
I knew there were a bunch.
50 of them, 25 by each team. And that ball is out of bounds, last touched by Wells, so Desoto will get to keep. Yeah, Riverview Gardens went 6 of 25, while Hazelwood West went 8 of 25.
Well,
not a lot made, lot taken, but not a lot made. Whistle on the play. This time the ball will go back to the Comanches. Each team now with 10 turnovers. 18-10 is our score. Cahokia with the lead and the ball. Here is Brownlee. Brownlee crosses the timeline with 3:50 left to play here in this first half. From the wing, gives it to Wells. Wells takes it around to the top of the key, gives to Sheard over on the far side. She dribbles into the perimeter, kicks it back out to Wells, now back out to Brownlee. She'll take it into the perimeter, take a shot, almost wedged itself in that corner area with a glass in the back part of the iron meet. Foul coming up against Desoto. This will be their 5th, and it'll be the first one for Rose Thomas. At the free throw line, Jennings. She was 1 for 2 in the first quarter and hits the first one here in the second to give her team a 9-point lead. Jennings, shot number 2 on the way, and that one is no good. Rebound belongs to Kendall Boyer. Desoto trying to break the press in the backcourt. They do so. Boyer gets it right back, races it up the right sideline over there on the far side, brings it back to in front of the Cahokia bench. There you go. Turn around a little bit too far. And a travel is going to be called against Emily Smith. Wouldn't have mattered because she pushed the ball out of bounds anyway, so it would have been a turnover regardless. Now Wells inbounds to Brownlee, and Brownlee gives it back to Wells. Wells moves the ball up to the top of the key, gives back to Brownlee over on the right wing, and foul.
Offensive.
Away from the play on the offense. That one is going to go against Jennings. That'll be her first. Each team now with 5. Inbound pass from McGinnity to Bone, and then knocked out of bounds by Roberson for Cahokia. McGinnity looking to inbound again, does so in the backcourt to Kristen Keith. Keith brings the ball up over here on the left side. Tries to reverse course, but Brownlee's watching her every move. Here is McGinnity, dumps it off, and Thomas didn't have room on the baseline. There was a shot from the free throw line by Keith, but I think that was partially blocked as well.
Yeah, honestly, I think she was maybe trying to pass it. Didn't look like it, but.
Wells inbounds, gets it right back. Into the paint, Roberson travels.
That was excellent defense. Wow, she turned right into her.
Sure did. McGinnity.
Ball in? There you go.
Inbounds
I can't
again.
coach, can I?
No. Here's Keith. A little give and go action all the way up. And I tell you what, Kendall Boyer's having a rough night trying to figure out what kind of strength to use on those shots.
She sure is.
Either they're too short or they're too hard. And that one didn't hit the rim, bounced right off the glass, back down into the middle of the lane.
Yeah, she's had plenty of opportunity inside. She's just got to convert.
Yeah,
be a much closer game.
She only has 5 points right now. She has half of her team's points, but could be a lot more.
Right.
Here is Brownlee. Brownlee over on the right wing. Into the corner. Wells, three-point shot, no good. A little long, and the rebound was hauled in by Jennings, and she was fouled going back up for the shot. Foul belongs to Kendall Boyer. That's her second. Oh, excuse me, the wrong one. That's Caitlin McGinnity. That's her third. And the shot good by Jennings. She is now hit 3 of her 5 shots with 1 more to come.
They definitely don't want 15 on the bench, that's for sure. She's kind of their motor.
McGinnity, yeah, she operates as a quarterback for that offense. Here is Jennings. Ready for the next shot, and that one is no good. 20-10 in favor of Cahokia. Ball comes up to Madison Young.
They're doing a good job of breaking the press. They've got good ball movement. They're pushing the ball forward. They're just not able to get that last pass to finish the break.
There's a shot by Keith. That one's in. Keith gets her 4th point. Brings her team back to within 8, 2 minutes to go here in this first half. Here is Wells up to Brownlee. Brownlee drives, shoots, can't get it, just a little bit too short. Rebound, that falls right into the hands of Emily Smith, and Desoto brings the ball up. Here is Abby Pope. Pope over on the far side, and now inside. Turn around, shot no good for Kendall Boyer, but she will head to the line.
That's what they need to do. They need to run that kind of a post up inside and just give her the ball and let her go to work. She's got to get some confidence in her shot.
Jennings picks up her 2nd foul, her team's 6th. And Kendall Boyer at the free throw line. She is 1 for 2 from there in this first half, and that one's short. Saw that when it left her hands.
Cahokia is really playing tough tonight. I'm impressed with how they're playing.
Kayla Lacey will check back into the game, take the place of Jennings. Kendall Boyer having a rough night all the way around.
Right.
Next shot
for kids.
That's through. 20-13, 7-point lead for Cahokia. Comanches bring the ball up. Here is Wells. Wells to Tucker. Tucker to Sheard. Sheard over on the right wing. She comes into the paint and then throws a pass out underneath the basket.
Nice
left
shot.
all alone was Kayla Lacey for 2 points.
It's good ball movement. They got the ball inside where they wanted it.
Here is Boyer. Tatiana Tucker almost stepped right in front of her and stole that pass. Now Boyer is being double teamed. Baseline bounce pass. Didn't hit its mark, but it does find the hands of Keith, but she overshot everything. And a rebound the other way. Tucker tries to dump it off for Brownlee, who is over on the low left post, but it was rejected. Now underneath, and another try there for Lacey. This time she couldn't finish, and the loose ball belongs to DeSoto. Dragons bring the ball back up. Here is Keith over on the far side.
Oh.
Top of the key for Pope. Now inside, off of the glass high, and Pope for 2.
It was almost a travel, and she was able to collect the ball and put it on the ground.
35 seconds left to play here in this first half. 22-15, 7-point lead for Cahokia. Here is Brownlee. Kayla Brownlee. Top of the key, picks it up, gives to Wells. Wells out near midcourt, now into the corner. Tatiana Tucker will bring it back out to Brownlee near the midcourt stripe as Cahokia wants to play for the final shot of the half. Here is Brownlee being watched by Pope, and now Brownlee makes her move off the glass, but off angle. Wells saves it from going out of bounds, gets it to Brownlee, who gets to Lacey. Her shot partially blocked, and it falls down into the hands of Boyer, and then DeSoto could do nothing with it as the clock sounds, and it's 22-15 in favor of Cahokia after 1 half of play. We'll take a break, and we'll bring you the Cafe Agape halftime show, brought to you by my good friends at Cafe Agape. Great food, great service, and they have delivery and catering as well. If you would like more information on Cafe Agape, give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. We'll take a look around and see if we can find some scores for you and bring you that and first half stats in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, and accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs, sauces, and they donate 25 cents of each unit sold to first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
I'm a hot babe out jogging. I'm not making sure this stays a 10 when you drive by. You're checking out my awesome headband when... Oops. That's when you find out your cut rate insurance, it ain't paying for this. So get Allstate. Save cash and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands? Call me, Mike Cluck with Allstate, for a quote today.
All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, business, sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options, and they'll walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or call 344-2200. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233.
And once again, we welcome you back into the auxiliary gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. Halftime between Cahokia and Desoto, as the Cahokia Comanches up 22-15. We'll pass along some of the stats for you in just a minute. Right now, how about some scores for you in some girls basketball? Belleville East and Mater Dei are hooked up, and Belleville East has a 40-28 score in the fourth quarter. At halftime, East Alton Wood River is over Litchfield, 17-11. Boys scores. One final to tell you about: Roxana beat Litchfield 63-51, and a couple more games at halftime as Oakville is leading Westland 20-14 at halftime, and Civic Memorial with a 1-point lead over Metro East Lutheran 30-29. Here it is 22-15. Cahokia in the lead. It was 14-8 after one quarter of play, as Cahokia had a 6-point lead. They extended that by 1 point to 7 points after a 8-7 second quarter, in which Cahokia is scoring one more point than DeSoto. Leading scorer in this one is Deviana Jennings from Cahokia. She has 9 points, 4 points for Tarkia Wells, 3 points for Michaela Brownlee, and then 2 points each for Destiny Roberson, Kayla Lacey, and Tatiana Tucker. Leading scorer for DeSoto is Kendall Boyer with 6. Kristen Keith has 4, and Caitlin McGinnity with 3. Very short list of scorers there for DeSoto. Right now, Cahokia out-rebounding DeSoto 12-10. This has been a game of turnovers. DeSoto has turned the ball over 13 times. Cahokia has turned the ball over 12 times. And from the lines, Cahokia 3 of 6 from the free throw stripe, while DeSoto is 3 of 5. And the Cahokia Comanches are 1 of 4 from beyond the three-point stripe, as Desoto is 0 for 5, and Coach Billy Desoto kind of struggling on all ends here.
Yeah, we were talking about the fact that DeSoto the last couple of years when they've been here they've had a couple of guards that just really dominated for them, and they were able to get the ball inside of the Boyer kid, and she was able to convert it. If she couldn't, she could kick it back out, and was pretty confident with her guards. And those two girls graduated, and so I think they're trying to retool, kind of find themselves, figure out who they are, who fits where. They got some young kids out there playing, and you know they've got a good coach. Sam will do a good job with them, and they'll figure it out.
Well, they have a whole half to figure this one out. They trail by 7, which is not like a mountainous amount of points that you have to come back in. So all they have to do is kind of get within themselves and maybe calm it down a little bit. I think they're trying to rush some shots that are not falling for them, and Boyer just needs to kind of just forget about the first half.
They really were, and Cahokia did a really good job on their press. They put pressure on them, and they struggled a little bit to be able to break that press. But once they figured it out, they've had 4 or 5 chances where they've brought the ball down and it's 3-on-1, and they just haven't been able to convert it. You give Cahokia credit. They're doing a good job. They're playing pretty solid defense. They're creating those turnovers, and then they're able to come down and, score or at least have possession of the basketball and take care of business.
All right, that is our look at the first half. We will take a break, come back, and bring you second half action in just a couple of minutes here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611 online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
And once again, welcome back to the Auxiliary Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. Todd Duke, Lori Billy, and a cast of characters that are bringing you this game. We've had a bunch of different girls on the camera tonight. Thank you very much for that.
Absolutely.
We're underway.
Love doing it. Look at her. She just loves it.
I know. Here's
Maya.
DeSoto.
Rocking the camera.
Rocking the camera. Here is Kendall Boyer. Boy, she's just having a hard time. She hit the bottom of the backboard with that rebound and layup try and couldn't get it to go, and they give the ball back to Cahokia, and now Cahokia returns the favor. Here comes DeSoto. Kristen Keith moves the ball up quickly now to Hartman, and baseline, turnaround, shot, can't get it to fall, can Rose Thomas, and then a whistle.
On the floor.
On the floor. This one is going to go against, that is Sheard. She picks up her first. Boyer takes the inbound pass, cuts through the lane, takes the shot, can't get it to drop though, and the rebound belongs to Cahokia in this right-hand corner. They'll bring it up here as Wells into the corner for Brownlee. Brownlee travels. Inbound pass will come in from Caitlin McGinnity. She has 3 fouls of her own, so she will have to be careful if they want to keep her in there. She puts the ball up, and Keith takes it across the line into the paint underneath. Kendall Boyer can't get a ball to fall for her right now. And Jennings pulls down the rebound. Here as well, she takes an off-balance shot that almost makes it in. A fall-back jumper and almost went in as well.
I was going to say, I thought it had eyes.
Yeah.
I thought it was going in.
Robertson then picks off a pass from DeSoto as they try to bring the ball back up court. And she'll take it in herself and then bounce it off the back of her ankle. Picked up there by Keith. Keith takes it in off the glass, can't get it to fall. And the rebound again hauled down by Cahokia. Comanches bring it up. Brownlee dumps it off underneath. No one can make a basket right now.
No, lids on the basket on both ends.
Yeah, here comes Hartman after another rebound by DeSoto.
They'll want to settle it down here and try and get some offense running.
There's McGinnity. Thought about the 3 for a minute. Takes it baseline.
Nice
There's our
cut.
first points of the second half.
Nice baseline cut there.
22-17. Back to within 5 are the Dragons. Here comes Cahokia and Michaela Brownlee. Brownlee moves it up to the top of the key.
Cahokia is doing a good job of being patient tonight with their offense.
Over here, right in front of us to Wells. Now back out front to Brownlee. Brownlee looks for some room inside. Can't. Almost lost the ball, but gets it back in time to give it to Wells. Wells and Brownlee, they'll take turns quarterbacking this team, and Wells now taking it to the rim and off the glass for 2. And each team has scored a bucket here as the third quarter is almost 2.5 minutes old. Backcourt pressure being shown again by Cahokia. Nice job breaking it by DeSoto. To Boyer inside the perimeter. She can't hit the side of a barn with a BB right now.
Yeah, that's not the shot they want for sure. They want to move the ball around and try to get it underneath.
McGinnity underneath has that swatted away. Boyer gets it back off the glass. Still can't get it to go.
She can't find the touch.
Nope, not at all. Rebound hauled in by Robertson after about 3 rebounds by DeSoto. But no points to show for it. And now a whistle will stop the action, and we'll have another foul coming up.
Yeah, if this becomes an up-and-down game, it's going to be in Cahokia's favor with their speed and their ability to get the ball down the floor.
Kaylee Hartman picks up her second foul, each team now with 1. And Brownlee to the free throw line for the first time here tonight. She hits the first one. And for Brownlee, 40% free throw shooter on the year. Her next one misses. There's Boyer with the rebound. They get the ball up, back into the hands now of Thomas. Over on the far side, almost a little slide step there by Smith. And a baseline shot, that's in. A foul to boot. McGinnity picks up the 2 points.
Coach Hill is not happy with that. He's not happy with that at all.
A foul belongs to Daviana Jennings, and she now has 3. Caitlin McGinnity at the free throw line hit her only 1 in the first half and does the same thing here in the second half. That makes it a 5-point game once again, 25-20. Comanches bring the ball up. Wells gets the nice roll.
She's really doing a good job of forcing the ball inside and just taking it to the hoop.
Pressure being put on in the backcourt, but no problem there for Emily Smith to bring the ball up underneath. Boyer off the glass for a couple. Her first 2 points here in this half after having just 6 points in the first half. On the wing,
if she
Brownlee
starts to figure it out, that'll be hard for Cahokia to stop her.
Yeah, we're going to have a foul called against Brownlee. She just bowled right into Rose Thomas.
Yep.
That'll be Brownlee's first. Cahokia now has 3 as a team here in this second half. As the inbound pass comes in, Smith gets it up to Young. Young to Boyer right in front of the free throw line. Boyer hits.
Yeah, Cahokia's kind of pulled their pressure off, and that's definitely in DeSoto's favor.
3-point game now. Cahokia is still out front, but DeSoto making the comeback. Here's Brownlee. She moves the ball up inside to Jennings, and Jennings is fouled by Madison Young.
It was a good look inside. They got the ball right where they wanted it on the block, and she just went up strong.
4:06 left to play here in this third quarter. Jennings to the free throw line. She has, every time she's been up to shoot 2, she's hit 1 of them. She's 3 for 6. That's.
There you are with the jinx again.
Man,
huh?
I'm telling you. Well, I said she's hit 1 of her 2, so this is her chance to keep that streak alive. Nope. That was a jinx. That was a jinx.
That one you jinxed.
Here's Keith. Again, okay, she's just put it in. Now, wait a second. Let the light come back on.
The ball got fed inside Boyer. Boyer went up on the shot and got it blocked.
Yeah, you almost got to kind of use a fingernail. It's like stuck in there so far. There you go. Yeah, that's why I try to, here, watch yourself for a minute. That's why I try to keep this over there.
Technical difficulties are fun.
Yeah, you know, I got this camera at a flea shop for $50 like 2 years ago. And when my other camera went out a couple of months ago, I'm like, well, I already got a replacement. The reason I got it for $50 was because it didn't have an electrical cord. So I had to go to Walmart and buy a cord that would fit the jack, and it does, but it comes out real easy. So when you turn the camera, sometimes it'll pop out. So.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
I know Boyer was at the line. She was shooting. She missed the first one. I think they took a timeout.
DeSoto took the timeout?
Yes, I think so. I think so.
All right.
No, I don't think DeSoto took it. I think, I'm sorry, I think Cahokia took it.
Well, it was your shoe. I thought that was
you. That's my shoe. It's that time of day where the shoe has to come off.
I know, man. Been on having shoes on since 6 o'clock this morning. It's
Absolutely.
late.
Absolutely.
3:55. I know. 3:55 left to go here in this third quarter. 27-24 is our score. Cahokia has the lead, but the DeSoto Dragons are not going away anytime soon. Kendall Boyer back at the free throw line after a foul called to Wells. That's her first, team fourth. And she hits.
Makes the second.
So 27-25, back to a 2-point game.
Little pressure from DeSoto.
Here's Herring across the line over on the far side to Sheard. Sheard tries to drive baseline, and she double dribbles. She was going to run into a 3-person wall.
Yeah, she really was. It was a good cut, but she just didn't have any purpose there.
Here is DeSoto, a blocking call right when Madison Young was trying to get herself around Asia Herring, and Herring will pick up her second foul. Everything's playing into DeSoto's hands now.
Yeah, that's that momentum shift that you get sometimes.
Here is McGinnity. Well, that's the 5th foul now for Cahokia, so 2 more, and Dragons are going to the line for the rest of the game. And speaking of game, Kendall Boyer has found hers. 27-27. Here is Wells. DeSoto.
Yeah, they posted her up pretty well inside, threw it over the top, and that's where I said Cahokia is going to have a little trouble because they don't match up quite as much with the size.
DeSoto has not led at all in this game, and besides the 0-0 tie, this is the first time we've been tied in this game, and that didn't last that long as Brownlee banks one off the glass for 2, and the Cahokia is back up by 2.
Yeah, Cahokia is not going to go away. They're going to play hard.
Timeout called by Coach Sam Rowles right before the whistle was probably going to be blown for the 5-second rule. Let's thank some more of our sponsors, shall we? How about Pace Design and Construction in Maryville? Whether you're building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality. They are dedicated to their customers and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give Collinsville Kahok graduate Tim Pace a call today, 618-407-5466, or online, pacedesignconstruct.com. 2:58 left to play here in this third quarter, 29-27. Cahokia with the lead. Here's a football-style pass.
Yeah, that's interesting.
All the way down to Smith, who gets it to Boyer, and Boyer is going to pick up a foul as Sheard will get called for her second one against Boyer. That's the 6th foul by Cahokia, so the next one will be free throws. Inbound pass comes in. Oh, man, I can't believe that ball didn't drop for Smith. Rebound belongs to Cahokia, and high off the glass. Brownlee with the rebound, and now a whistle is going to be called. Jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Cahokia, so it will stay down here. Darkia Wells will inbound from underneath of her own basket. Out front it goes to Brownlee. Off of Brownlee's hands and into the backcourt, and that is a backcourt violation. I thought it was tipped too.
No, I think they're going to meet on that one. I don't think she had possession, and it was tipped. So depends on the angle. Yep. Yeah, it's coming back to Cahokia.
Yeah, okay. Cahokia will get the ball back. Referees discussed it and said it was tipped into the backcourt, so it remains Cahokia's ball. Sam Rawls now getting an explanation over there by the referee.
Yep.
As Wells will inbound into the backcourt for Brownlee. Brownlee, top of the key, free throw line, dumps it back off to Wells. 3-point shot, nothing but net.
Wow, great shot. She just stepped up and knocked that right through the middle.
Not a lot of 3-point shots taken in this game. There's only been 10 total. 5 by each team. Last game we saw 50, 25 by each team, and a blocking foul going to be called against Asia Herring. That's her third.
Yeah, like I said earlier, Cahokia had kind of pulled that press off, and now they've got it back on, and it's creating problems for DeSoto. Just don't want to get your kid into, one of your best defenders into foul trouble for sure.
Yep, thanks, sir. Zach Roseman will talk to you tomorrow, right? Don't know yet? We'll see. All right. Here is Caitlin McGinnity. She is 2 for 2 from the free throw line, having hit 1 in each half, and misses this one. There's that Todd Duke jinx. Rebound belongs to Cahokia. And here is Wells at the top
Todd, I
of the
told
key.
you my friend Michelle said we could go national, but you keep jinxing people, we're not going to get a job.
Nope. Here's Wells. Wells into the corner for Tatiana Tucker for 3. Falls a little bit short. And a Tatiana Tucker steal.
Great steal. Oh.
Can't get it to fall. Rebound goes back up and in by Destiny Robertson. 34-27, just when DeSoto had this thing tied up at 27. All of a sudden, 7 straight points for Cahokia unanswered. Foul coming up. This one's going to go against Brownlee. That'll be her second, and that will put Kaylee Hartman up to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Hartman on the year, 54.5 from the free throw line. Destiny Robertson to the bench.
These are important.
They are. And it will do nothing for Hartman. She does get her own rebound. Now a three-pointer, and that's a little too strong. Out the other side, Wells picks up the rebound. Brownlee brings it up to Tucker, and Tucker will smartly slow things down and bring it back out around the perimeter. Here is Wells. We're down to 85 seconds left. Here's a three-point shot from Brownlee. That one misses the mark. Rebound will stay with Cahokia. Cahokia fans on the other side, they're boisterous, aren't they?
They're getting excited.
Yeah.
Stepping it up.
Timeout called by Cahokia this time. Let's thank Chapman Trucking LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. Over 9 years of experience they have in taking care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site. Give Christy a call for a free estimate. Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online, chapmantruckingllc.net. 1:20 left to play here in this third quarter, 34-27. We were just tied at 27 a minute and a half ago.
Right.
It's been all Cahokia since then. 7 straight unanswered.
Cahokia's done a good job, like I said, of putting some pressure on and being able to convert.
Wells inbounds, and Brownlee gets it out toward the right wing and moves over toward the scorer's table. Now makes her move over to this side. Gives the ball up for Sheard. Sheard loses control of the ball.
Oh, lost it again.
And a back and forth turnover, and a shot by Tucker won't fall. And there is Boyer with the rebound. And they're going to call, I believe, Tucker on a rebound on a foul. How hard to see those numbers with all that hair.
Yeah, it is. You got to try to scout that.
Yeah.
I'll be watching them on video, and I can't see numbers, and I just want to scream at the
Cut your
radio,
hair.
Move your hair.
At any rate, that's a foul that's going to go against Tatiana Tucker. That's her first, team 9th. And here is Kendall Boyer. Misses. So Cahokia is going to put Desoto to the line for 2 shots for the rest of the game on their next foul. That includes the whole 4th quarter.
Yep.
That could be where Desoto can come back into this thing. Here is Tucker. Tucker gives to Wells. Wells, overhead pass over on the far side for Roberson. Roberson loses the ball again. Picked up by McGinnity. McGinnity trying to find somebody to pass it to. Instead, she bounces it right off of Sheard and right back to her. McGinnity into Young, no good. Rebound, whistle. Stops the clock with 25.4 seconds left. This foul is going to belong to Desoto. It's going to be the 4th one on Caitlin McGinnity.
Yeah, that's a bad foul. That's not going to help them down the road. She's, like I said, she's the one that's kind of running the floor for them, and they need her.
Well, she's going to be on the bench for
She'll be
a
on
lot.
for a little bit, yeah.
Yep. Here is Wells. 15 seconds left here in this 3rd quarter. Gives it up to Tucker. Tucker to Brownlee. Brownlee back out to Tucker. 10 seconds left. Over to Tucker.
Running a little stall game.
Brownlee real close to the midcourt stripe. 5 seconds left. Down to 3. I don't think Brownlee knew. Now she takes the shot off the front of the rim. No good. And that is how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. 34-27 in favor of Cahokia. We'll take a break. Come back and bring you the 4th quarter, and we'll do that here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, and accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs, sauces, and they donate 25 cents of each unit sold to first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Back at Collinsville High School, Todd Duke, Lori Billy with you. 34-27 in favor of Cahokia. After we had a 12-12 3rd quarter, so the 7-point lead that Cahokia had at halftime remains intact. Desoto with the ball. There's a blocking foul. It's going to go against Kayla Lacey. She totally threw her body right in front of Kendall Boyer, and Boyer bounced right off of her. That's the 10th foul. So 2 shots from the free throw line from here on out for Desoto. And at the free throw line, it is Kendall Boyer. She struggled. She has hit 3 of 7. There you go.
That'll be a confidence builder. Just needs to go from there.
Desoto has never led in this game. And we've been tied twice, once at 0-0 and once at 27-27. Kendall Boyer helping her team climb a little closer. They're back to within 5 are the Dragons. Here come the Comanches. Tatiana Tucker gives to Wells. Wells trying to dribble around Kristen Keith. She does so. Now Brownlee with the ball, top of the key, almost double dribbled.
Look inside.
There is Tucker, and from a baseline, no good. That one went over. Man, both shots didn't hit anything. Now we're going to have a blocking foul coming up. This one might be against Rose Thomas. It will be. That'll be her 2nd. Team 4th. And to the free throw line. Oh, Kayla Lacey. Miss. We are seeing a lot of misses from the free throw line here in this game. Most of it's my fault.
I think I'm gonna. Yeah, it is. I think I'm gonna blame it on you, and on the free throw lines here at Collinsville High School.
Oh, there was a turnover after the rebound by Desoto. And Brownlee turns that turnover into 2 points, back out to a 7-point lead. That was sloppy.
Yeah, it was. Don't need that kind of a turnover.
Here's Sarah Bone. Bone bounces it up and gets it to Hartman. Hartman races it up over on the wing, lines up a three-point shot, hits the inside of the rim and bounces straight up, and then Cahokia knocks it out of bounds. Emily Smith checks back into the game for DeSoto. Out goes Rose Thomas. Inbound pass will come in underneath of the DeSoto basket to Boyer in the corner. Boyer in front of her own bench is double teamed. Gets out of it with a pass to Hartman, but that ball gets tipped into the backcourt. Hartman goes back to get it, then forgets the ball, and
they couldn't find it.
Yeah, Tatiana Tucker
had no clue where it was.
Stepped right over it, and now a blocking foul. That will come up against Emily Smith. For DeSoto, that'll be her first, team fifth. Back to the free throw line is Michaela Brownlee. She is 1 for 2 from the stripe tonight. 6:49 left to play here in this fourth quarter. 7-point lead for Cahokia, now an 8-point lead. Brownlee hits both. By the way, Zach Roseman left, so my scoreboard operator is gone, so we'll have to just rely on my voice to tell you the score. 38-29, Cahokia.
Oh, that's a turnover, absolutely.
And another travel. That is the 17th turnover here in this game for DeSoto. Cahokia has 19.
Yeah. Turnovers really affect a game like this.
Tucker for three, good.
Wow. Big three right there.
Not a lot of three-point shots hit in this game either. In the first half, Cahokia was 1 for 4, while DeSoto was 0 for 5.
Right.
Here is Bone over on the far side in front of her bench. She brings it around toward midcourt. Now angles over toward the right wing, loses control of the ball, but stays with enough to pick it up. Throws it right into the hands of Tucker, and Tucker will have an easy 2 points. 43-29. Cahokia extending their lead. Here is Bone at the top of the key. She'll just turn around and hand the ball off to Pope. Here comes a three-point shot from the corner. That's from Keith. And that one's no good. Rebound. A whistle afterwards. And Kendall Boyer is going to go back to the free throw line. Third foul for Kayla Lacey. Boyer just went 2 for 2 from the line in her last trip to break a little bit of a dry spell. And she's looking like she's figured that out.
Yeah, she looks like a different player this half, really. She's come back out and kind of found her purpose inside again.
Sheard checks back into the game for the Comanches, as does Jalacy Brown. Boyer, next shot, no good.
Rebound Cahokia, travel.
Travel and a turnover. 20th turnover now for Cahokia. Here's Boyer in the corner. And a foul coming up against Tucker. As she went in for the steal, got more body contact with Kristen Keith than ball contact. Inbound pass will come in front of the DeSoto bench. Tucker will throw it in for Brown. Back out to Tucker. Tucker. I don't know. That was the weirdest dribble and drive I've ever seen. Then Sheard.
I was waiting for something. I didn't know what
compounds
it
it
was.
by double dribbling, yeah.
Right.
Thought for a moment it was going to get called for a travel, and then the double dribble happened. Here is McGinnity back in there with those 4 fouls.
Right. Like I said, she's got to be on the floor for him at this point.
Well, yeah, when you're trailing by 13, you got to have your best players out there, regardless of the fact whether they have 4 fouls or not.
Exactly.
Here is McGinnity up underneath trying to find Boyer.
I don't think that's the angle they wanted.
Off of Boyer's hands, but luckily DeSoto didn't turn the ball over. Saved by Young.
Oh.
Now a shot that's going to go off to the left, off of the hands of Emily Smith. And this time the rebound belongs to Cahokia. Here is Wells. 13-point lead. Just a little while ago, we were tied. Here's Wells. Did the splits.
Aha.
How do you do the splits and not get called for a foul travel?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Another foul coming up.
She kept her dribble.
She did.
So, technically, it's not a travel.
Daviana Jennings will head to the free throw line as the third foul is picked up by Kendall Boyer. And for Jennings, she has had 8 tries and has hit 3 of them. Still looking for the fourth. Next one. Short.
Oh.
Ball was swatted right toward us by Madison Young, but no one was there to pick it up for her. No one saw it. Really?
Oh.
Wow.
No.
I guess we had the best angle.
I guess. But they didn't put stripes on us.
No, they don't want to do that.
No.
No, not at all.
No, thank you.
Here is Desoto with the ball, trailing by 13. Here is McGinnity. 4:45 left to play here in this fourth quarter. McGinnity's shot won't fall. Her teammate Young gets the rebound, puts it up, still won't go, and then Kendall Boyer picks up another rebound and is fouled on the way up. 2 more shots coming up for Boyer. Foul belongs to Wells. That's her second. Boyer hits it. This is her 8th free throw try just in this half. Hits both of them.
Those are big.
Yes, they are. Back to an 11-point game. Still plenty of time left. 4:41.
A little pressure from Desoto.
Wells can't get out of it, and now we're going to have a foul called.
Cahokia can't panic in this situation, but that's easier said than done sometimes.
A little too much reaching in there.
Right.
For Kristen Keith. It could have been Keith or McGinnity that got called for that foul. Luckily, it was Keith for Desoto.
You got to be careful.
To the free throw line, it is Wells, her first trip to the free throw line here tonight, if you believe that. As many free throws as we've had in this game. And the first one and the only one misses. Rebound belongs to Desoto. Dragons bring the ball up. Here is Boyer with a head of steam and a shot and a foul. That's the 20th point for Boyer. Man, she could probably be over 30.
Yeah, she's poured it on this second half.
Yeah, she had 6 in the first half. So far, 14 here in the second half. And she's back at the free throw line. And hits the one that she needs. That foul is the 4th one on Daviana Jennings. Tucker inbounds, does so into the corner for Brown, and Brown being trapped in front of the Desoto bench. Throws the ball back to Wells. Cahokia calls a timeout before they get trapped in the backcourt.
15 wants to be really careful in that press. She doesn't want to put herself in a position where she gets a bad foul.
Well, you know she's going to keep on doing what she does.
She's going to work hard.
Yep. Let's go ahead and thank some more of our sponsors. The real estate market is hot right now. Trust the Blaylock team of RE/MAX Alliance to help you find the perfect home or help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at 618-780-4622. You can visit them online, www.blaylockteam.com. And when you do, ask about their HERO program, which gives discounts to law enforcement officers, teachers, firefighters, nurses, as well as EMTs.
Good for them.
8-point lead for Cahokia. Was 13 just a little while ago, so Desoto trying to come back, and they're chipping away with most of that from the free throw line.
Yeah, putting yourself in a position where you're at foul number 10 at the end of the third quarter doesn't help. You gotta be under control at that point. It'll be interesting to see if Desoto keeps up the pressure on Cahokia.
Desoto has 8 fouls, so they're getting close to that 10-foul plateau themselves.
Correct.
We have 4:19 left to play here in this fourth quarter. It's 43-35 in favor of Cahokia. Inbound pass comes into Tatiana Tucker. Tucker escapes the press and takes it into the lane, but her shot is way short, and the loose ball belongs to Madison Young, and Young had the ball knocked away from her off of Tucker.
It's interesting to watch how many times girls come right. Girls can be so right-handed that they just can't adjust and go back the other direction.
Brownlee back into the game. That was a nice save over there by Jennings.
Yes, it was.
She skirted that baseline, almost stepped out, being trapped over there. Now a double-team trap. Wells gets out of it with a nice pass.
No rotation. That's a good pass and a good shot.
Jennings finishes up for 2 points, and now Cahokia back out front by 10. Here is McGinnity, cuts into the lane, takes a shot, can't get it to fall. Rebound belongs to Cahokia. Comanches bring it back up, and a pass all the way up for Brownlee. That was a nice try, but didn't work, and the rebound still won't go. And
gotta be a foul there somewhere.
A foul.
Gotta be a foul there somewhere.
Yep. It's gonna go against Young, I believe. Yep. Madison Young will pick it up. You know that Caitlin McGinnity was trying to shrink there and get out of the way before she gets called.
It wasn't me.
I didn't do it. Here is Jennings, who after going 3 for 6 in the first half from the free throw line is 0 for 4 here in the second half. Rebound after the missed shot by Young. Here is McGinnity, and she travels.
Yeah, if it comes down to it, the difference in free throws will be important because Desoto's making them right now and Cahokia is not.
Here is Tatiana Tucker. She'll take it all the way herself this time. She gets it a little bit closer to the net. A nice save on the other end. Now we're going to have a foul, and this one's going to go against Emily Smith. That is foul number 10, so each team will be shooting 2 from here on out, and here comes Jennings. Now 0 for 5 in the second half from the charity stripe. How about a reverse jinx?
Let's see.
She's 0 for 5. She can't hit anything.
She can't do it.
Told you. I'm just kidding.
I think you just need not discuss it.
I guess not.
Period.
I don't even know what to do anymore. There's a girl that's standing at the black line, and she's going to shoot.
Yes.
Don't know what her history is there, but, oh, that one's going to be way short.
Yeah, way short.
Wow. So 0 for 7 here in the second half for Daviana Jennings. Here is Desoto. They're down by 10. Drive underneath. McGinnity bounces it
great
to
look.
Boyer.
Wow,
and
that was a great pass.
That was. Back to within 8 are the Dragons now. Here comes Tatiana Tucker, and Tucker bounces it
great pass
perfectly.
There.
And standing on the other side, Jennings isn't going to miss from there. Here is McGinnity. She'll inbound, do so to Hartman. Hartman gives it back to where it came from. Now up into the corner, and a shot just inside the perimeter, rolls across the rim. Rebound.
We call that no man's land.
To Cahokia, and now Tucker brings it back up again, and then she is mugged underneath the basket. And that one is going to go against Kaylee Hartman. That'll be her third. Well, somebody besides Daviana Jennings is at the free throw line. That is Tatiana Tucker. She is making her first trip to the free throw line, and that one falls short. Tucker, 30% from the line this year.
Yeah. Those are not numbers you want to hear.
And the second one goes in for her.
That brought her percentage up.
16 free throws in the second half for Cahokia. They've made 4. Oh, another whistle. Had a lot of those in this game.
Yeah.
McGinnity will head to the free throw line. And the foul on, I'm still waiting for him to put it up there, actually. We still have the last one for Tatiana Tucker up there. McGinnity hits the first one.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They haven't changed it.
No.
Unless it's number 2 on her, is it?
No, I already had the second one on her on the last time.
Not sure.
McGinnity ready with another. This one off to the right. And the ball off to the right as well, but picked up over there by Madison Young, and a blocking foul called as Young tried to penetrate the baseline. This one is going to go against Destiny Robertson. That's her first, believe it or not. As many fouls as we've had in this game. Here is Madison Young looking for her first points. She'll look a little longer.
Yeah.
On the year, Young, 52.9 from the free throw stripe. And she hits the second one. 10-point game once again. 2:17 to play.
She better watch that reach. Don't want to foul out with something like that.
Oh, there was.
With her leg.
Yeah, with her leg. A little block by the shins. It gets it to McGinnity, who can't finish up. Gets her own rebound, puts it up, and it finally falls in.
Oh, that's a steal. Oh.
Almost.
Almost.
That was a 22nd turnover by Cahokia. 2:02 left to play here in this fourth quarter. 48-41. Desoto has gotten this thing back to within 7. Pass out to midcourt for Brownlee. Brownlee drives in the paint, takes the shot, can't get it to go. There is Young with the rebound for Desoto. Dragons are not out of this yet. Here is Sarah Bone. Bone brings it up, bounces it out toward midcourt for McGinnity. She makes her move, cutting in from the left side, and that ball ends up being tipped out of bounds by Cahokia, and that stops the clock with 1:43 left to play here in this fourth quarter.
Timeout.
Timeout called. That'll give me a chance to update our scoreboard. And 48 and
41.
41.
It's a good timeout. Time to settle your teams down and drop your last minute and a half.
I guess I could probably change the quarter while I'm there too, huh?
Yeah.
I'm so fired, man.
Let's not take it back to third quarter or whatever. Move it forward.
Moving it forward.
Teacher Institute Day tomorrow.
Yeah, I have a 4-day weekend.
Yeah, well, you do.
I do, yeah. You guys have to work.
We have to work.
That's okay.
It is.
I wasn't really looking forward to going out to recess tomorrow anyway.
No.
Not a good day for recess.
No.
Hasn't been a good week for recess. Do you realize we have not seen the sun since Thursday of last week?
I do realize it, yes.
It was sunny all day Wednesday and then half the day on Thursday, and that's the last time we've seen the sun.
Oh, goodness. That was too
Inbound
easy.
pass comes in, and Sarah Bone right off the glass for 2. Back to within 5 are the DeSoto Dragons. Here come the Cahokia Comanches with a head of steam. It's Robertson off the glass for 2. 50-43, 7-point lead for Cahokia. Dragons trying to bring the ball up. Here is McGinnity at the free throw line. She traveled. Yep. Tried to stop on a dime, but slid. That's the 21st turnover for DeSoto. Inbound pass from Brownlee. Comes in and finds Robertson, and Roberson's tripped up. That's going to be the 3rd foul against Madison Young. And Cahokia will go to the free throw line with 1:17 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Robertson will try it again. This is not the film that you want to watch if you want to learn how to shoot free throws.
No, it's not. And you hate to see kids go through this, but
oh, yeah.
You got to learn from this. Those free throws are extremely important.
Oh. Well, lane violation by Cahokia on the second shot.
Oh, I think they got a foul.
Oh, really?
They got a foul. Yeah, I'm not sure where it was. Oh, I think she got shoved from behind.
Robertson missed both of them anyway, and that's going to do it for Deavana Jennings. She's fouled out with 13 points, and she went 0 for 7 from the free throw line in this second half. At the free throw line at the other end is Madison Young. She just went 1 for 2 from there. She'll have her name in the paper tomorrow because she has a point. And she misses on the front end. Not what you want to do when you're down by 7 with 1:17 left.
Big shots.
Oh, that one scoops right out.
Yep.
And whistle right afterwards. We have another foul.
Yeah.
This is going to go against
we
Kendall
don't
Boyer.
want to get real ticky-tacky right now.
Yeah.
Let them play a little bit, try to finish the game.
4th foul on Kendall Boyer. So now Boyer and McGinnity are out on the floor with 4 fouls each. And at the free throw line, Destiny Robertson.
That's a good shot.
Well, she just missed first 2 up there a little while ago.
Right. Put that right through the middle.
Robertson misses on this one, comes off to the right, and there is Young with the rebound. Gets it up into the hands of Emily Smith, and now to Kendall Boyer, and on the line. Got to know where you are.
Yeah, can't panic right now. Got to be under control.
Abby Pope will come and check into the game for Madison Young for the Dragons. 51-43. Baseball-style pass comes in. Roberson, easy layup for her.
Yeah, great shot. Converted when you needed to.
Back to a 10-point lead with 1 minute to go here in this fourth quarter. Here is McGinnity at the top of the key. Gives it up for Hartman, and then Boyer, and Boyer off the glass for 2. But I fear it may be too little too late.
Right.
Here comes Tatiana Tucker. Tucker almost traveled there by putting on the brakes in front of the scorer's bench. Now back to Wells. Wells lost the ball. McGinnity picks it up, gives it up to Hartman.
Oh.
Hartman throws it away.
Too hard.
(53-45), Cahokia with the lead and the ball. Wells!
Hit the
backboard of the extra baskets they have in here. The side baskets that are cranked all the way up to the ceiling. She hit that. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
I was at a volleyball game earlier this year, and a volleyball went on top of our scoreboard.
I was here for that.
Yeah.
I saw it.
That was against Edwardsville, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was. Every couple of, I think it's every few months they go up there and they move those panels, and a bunch of basketballs come out and balls. And
we're going to throw some fans out of here.
Yeah, we got some fans that are leaving.
They are very boisterous over there on the Cahokia side. And the referee is telling some of them they have to leave, so security is now getting involved, and they will be escorted out of here.
Yeah.
Referees can only take so much of that stuff.
Yeah, I hate for it to get like that. That's not good. I hate that.
Yeah. And Cahokia fans are having fun, man. They are very boisterous, that's for sure.
Yeah, they are.
They're just like the East St. Louis fans when the Flyers fans get here.
Right.
They make a bunch of noise. They're very supportive of their team.
Right.
They will yell and scream at the top of their lungs. You just hope they don't say anything stupid.
They get enthusiastic, and
yeah.
I get it.
You just have to watch what you're saying. You can have all the fun you want.
Right. Right. Yeah.
They're still trying to have fun on the way out.
Yeah.
All right, that's over with. Back at the free throw line, here is Abby Pope. It's going to be her first trip to the free throw line here in this game, and she has not had but 2 free throws all year, and she missed both of them. And she makes up for it here. 53-46. Next one for Pope, good as well. You're going to bring the 5'8" senior off the bench to show everybody how to make free throws.
Right.
53-47. We're down to 25 seconds left. Here is Tatiana Tucker, and Pope is going to foul her. Well, they're actually going to, are they going to call that on Pope? Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Okay. Her first, obviously. She hasn't been in here much of this game. To the free throw line, Tatiana Tucker. She is 1 for 2 from there here in this second half. A little too strong. Hits that fat crease on the back of that iron and comes popping right back out.
It's tricky.
It is. Here's the next one by Tucker. That one's, nope, lane violation. That was called against Destiny Robertson. And Desoto will get the ball back with 24 seconds left. Up underneath, a pass intended for Boyer. Misses her, 3-point shot from the corner. And that was a complete air ball by Keith.
Don't want to foul there at this point.
Now, 15 seconds left. It's a 6-point lead by Cahokia, so it is a 2-possession game, and you're right, that was a wrong time for a foul.
Yeah.
That was Abby Pope in her second in a row. And that will put Chardeja sheared to the line. And good.
Good free throw.
There have been a lot of free throws in this game. So many, I'm not going to count them.
Good idea. Ooh, that might have
Next
been
one, yeah, it's all
might
right off
have
the
been a lane
glass.
violation there, but she got it to go. So
Here is Kristen Keith, and that ball is knocked away and into the corner, and that stops the clock with 10 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. 55-47. Wells inbounds and off of some hands right into the Cahokia bench as Pope slams hard onto the ground, but she picks herself right back up. Inbound pass for Cahokia, I think. Yep, will come in front of the scorer's table with 8.8 seconds left. Into the backcourt it goes to Tatiana Tucker. Tucker slowly brings the ball up, and they're going to waste the rest of the time.
Yep.
And that is going to do it.
Good game.
55-47 in favor of the Cahokia Comanches. So Cahokia will move on and take on Hazelwood West in tomorrow's third place game, while Riverview Gardens will take on the DeSoto Dragons. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate all your help.
You're welcome.
We'll see you tomorrow.
I will see you tomorrow night.
All right.
Ready
Thank
to
you.
go.
All right. That is head coach Lori Billy. We thank her for taking some time out of her day on her off day here from basketball action and spending it with us as a color commentator. Big thanks to all the girls working the cameras as well. And we are going to go ahead and call it a night here. 55-47 final score here in this second game in favor of Cahokia, while Hazelwood won the first matchup of the night 61-45 over Riverview Gardens. So that sets up our schedule for tomorrow here in the auxiliary gym at 6 o'clock for the fifth place game. It'll be Riverview Gardens taking on DeSoto. We will not have that game for you because we can't be in two places at once, because also at 6 o'clock over on the main gym floor, it'll be Cahokia taking on Hazelwood West for third place, and that'll be followed by the championship game between Collinsville and Greenville. So a big thank you to everyone involved, and been kind of different here doing a game from the auxiliary gym, but at the same time also a little bit of fun too. So that's going to do it. We're going to call it a night, and we'll be back tomorrow at 6 o'clock. 5:45 will be the pregame time. And until then, my name is Todd Duke. Everyone have yourselves a fantastic evening.